One of the most striking features of beat-em-up games is their accessible and easy-to-learn gameplay. With simple and intuitive controls, players can dive headfirst into the action without the need to master complicated button combinations. This makes the genre suitable for players of all skill levels, from beginners to veterans. Additionally, beat-em-up games often offer the possibility of playing in cooperative mode, allowing players to team up with friends to face challenges together. This teamwork dynamic adds a social dimension to the games, making the experience even more engaging and fun. So in today's video, I bring you the top 10 best beat-em-up games that you have to play now. So subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications because the video is about to start.
Yeah, I'ma do shit my way.
The 2020 version of Battletoads is a revamped edition of a classic video game that has won fans over the years. With a modern and nostalgic approach, this new version promises to bring new adventures and challenges to players. In terms of gameplay, Battletoads 2020 maintains the essence of the original, with smooth controls and improved combat mechanics. Players can expect exciting battles, challenging puzzles, and a variety of enemies to defeat. Additionally, the game offers a cooperative mode that allows players to join forces to face challenges together, making the experience even more fun and dynamic. In terms of the story, the game features a simple plot that follows the adventures of the frog heroes as they fight against the forces of evil to save the world.
Yeah, this is my life, my strife, my right to fight, to die on. And this is my game to play, to claim a brand new name, oh. And I ain't gonna lie to you, I'm a bit nervous that I might screw.
If, like me, you grew up playing Final Fight, Streets of Rage, Captain Commando, and many others of the genre, you will be ecstatic with Capcom Beat 'em Up Bundle. The title brings together 7 great games of the genre that filled arcades and were the reason for constantly losing change for bread. Capcom Beat 'em Up Bundle features 7 different games of the style. They are Final Fight, Captain Commando, The King of Dragons, Knights of the Round, Warriors of Fate, Armored Warriors, and Battle Circuit. The last 2 were never released for consoles, thus bringing the opportunity for nostalgic players to experience them. All games are in their original emulated version. Do not expect enhanced graphics, remastered soundtrack, or anything of the sort. The characters are stiff to move, and the enemies are generic and multicolored, but the feeling of beating up criminals, monsters, and knights remains the same. In Fight and Rage, you take control of fearless heroes on a mission to save the city from various villains. With incredible graphics reminiscent of classic arcade games, each character has their own fighting style and special abilities that will guarantee moments of pure fun. What makes Fight and Rage even more special is its humorous tone. Get ready to encounter hilarious situations and sarcastic dialogues that will make you laugh amidst all the frenetic action of the game. From unusual enemies to absurd scenarios, every detail has been thought out to ensure that fun is present in every moment. River City Girls 2 is a retro beat-em-up with RPG elements that continues the successful first title from 2019. In this adventure, we start exactly where the previous one ended, with the duo of delinquent students Kyoko and Misako taking down the city's Yakuza group to rescue their kidnapped boyfriends. However, the criminal organization has not been eliminated and resurfaces under new leadership, orchestrating revenge against the duo. Now, the player has an expanded cast of playable characters. In addition to the traditional protagonists, their boyfriends Kunio and Riki are available from the beginning of the adventure. The real novelty is the pair of newcomers Provi and Marion, who need to be unlocked throughout the campaign.
Raise your hand if you're ready and willing. If you know it's time. Time for a girl on time. Time for a girl on time.
Scott Pilgrim vs. the World offers uncomplicated brawling in a vibrant, colorful universe. In the story, Scott Pilgrim is a guy who had a peaceful life in Toronto, divided between moments of laziness, fun with friends, and rehearsals with his band. Everything changes when he falls in love with Ramona Flowers, a mysterious girl who has just moved to town. In order to be together, Scott must defeat Ramona's 7 evil exes in surreal confrontations. The comic book series and the movie captivate with their humor, absurd scenes, and numerous references to the gaming world and pop culture. The game transforms this universe into a beat-em-up clearly inspired by classics from the 8 and 16-bit era, such as River City Ransom. In each of the stages, Scott and his friends must beat up all the henchmen that appear along the way to reach the boss, always one of Ramona's exes. Sifu doesn't have frills. The game is centered around a single plot and follows this pattern until the end. But the intensity with which it unfolds is the key point here. Although simple, it is interesting and engaging, like a good Jackie Chan classic. In short, the antagonist Yang murdered his own Sifu, meaning master in Chinese, and stole a magical artifact from him. In search of revenge 8 years after this drama, the protagonist, the master's son, or daughter you choose, must face the villain and his subordinates, who dominate different corners of the city. It's a story without many surprises, but with enough strength to mask the game's true purpose. The nostalgic, honest beatdown, which at most involves melee weapons. Streets of Rage 4 is the 4th game in a beat-em-up franchise that was a sensation during the Mega Drive era. And it's important to note, the 4th game. It's not a remake, reboot, or remaster. It's a new game in a series that we all thought had ended. With a new art style and some changes in gameplay, Streets of Rage 4 is a worthy return to a classic. It is in the gameplay that Streets of Rage 4 shines brightly, with fists and kicks. It's somewhat difficult to express how satisfying the experience of a game with such simple mechanics, which boil down to walking and hitting, can be, but it's incredible how well made the game is that you can spend hours doing the same thing and not get tired. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles: Shredder's Revenge is a tribute to classic beat-em-ups. It reuses the game design of Turtles in Time and Manhattan Project to bring a new look to the characters so that current video games can also have this beautiful experience from the 90s. Best of all, the experience is a lot of fun, respecting the original essence and allowing new ideas that were very well applied. The game from Dotemu, also responsible for the great Streets of Rage 4, shows that graphics and gameplay are important, but fun is even more so. With dynamic gameplay, fast-paced action, and challenges in the right measure, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles: Shredder's Revenge works very well for all age groups and all types of players, from casual to hardcore. Treachery. In Beatdown City is a video game that stands out for its unique approach that masterfully combines action and strategy. Developed by New Challenger, this work offers players an immersive and challenging experience set amidst a city plagued by gangs and corruption. The game's plot revolves around 3 unlikely heroes who join forces to confront the forces of evil that dominate the city streets. Each character has distinct abilities and unique combat styles, allowing for diverse strategic approaches by players throughout their journey. In addition to the frenetic action and fluid gameplay, the game also addresses relevant social issues such as inequality, corruption, and injustice. Motherfucking recipe, I've been cooking up hits, I'ma leave a legacy. You'll be looking small when you're standing right next to me. I'm 5'10", bitch, but I'm 10 feet. 'Cause I don't give a fuck what you say. Yakuza 0 takes place in 1988 on the streets of Kamurocho, a fictional Japanese city that serves as the stage for the story and its twists. We start the saga in control of Kazuma, a character we have seen in other games in the series, but now in the beginning of his career. Still as a businessman of the Japanese mafia, the Yakuza. Like its predecessors, Yakuza 0 incorporates some RPG elements into its gameplay, but it is primarily a brawling game. There are many fights and battles that you will encounter along the way, and the controls designed for this task are almost perfect. Kazuma Kiryu has more than one fighting style and can switch between them during combat. The result is satisfying, and then some. Now I want to know what your favorite beat-em-up games are. Tell me everything in the comments because I want to know. If you can, subscribe to the channel and give the video a like so you can help the channel reach more people. I'll be leaving now, take care, and see you next time.
I'll do it all again, 'cause I never feel complacent.